Hey guys, welcome back to more of Death and Taxes. I don't know why I sound so cheery today. I didn't mean to sound that, overly hey kind of cheery, but I'm feeling good today. So let's go in and continue from day 8. So we got Best Newcomer, as well as Cactus, the most brutal of plants. What happened? Local artist has gone rogue, keeps graffitiing nude figures all over the city. Superstar Miguel Salk wins yet another Grand Tourney trophy. Still hates racing. Racing is super dumb, they say during post-victory interview. Massive reforestation efforts underway in Fostria by unknown benefactors. MLM recruiter demonstrates company flagship Super Juice poison self. Well. And wallpapers are the fashion of the now. Get wallpapers now or be lame. A whole week already, Grim. My, the time flies. Well, more tasks straight ahead. I think we're making a difference, so let us continue with what we're doing. 3 humans have to die. Spare any between age 35 and 60 if possible. Alright, so then he's automatically in the maybe pile. Because of our rules. You might have to die. You might have to die too, Hanson. Look at the starving piggy! Ah. We only have so many. Okay, so. Here, I will move you up here. So then. 35 and 60, you probably are gonna have to do. Well, we actually have to kill the 3 young, or the young and old people. So, because the rules say we have to spare humans that are between age 35, so end of spectrum here, and 60, other end of the spectrum. So Mercury is our motivational speaker who gets to live. And Gahan is hunting wild game and putting conspiracy videos on MeTube. There's a monster living in a nearby swamp? You don't say, Chief. Well, he clears stuff by mistake, so goodbye. Oh. This is the wallpaper hoe. Got it. Oh. I have to kill him. I don't want to. Rules are rules. He's a good person, though. Let's not go to Mortimer just yet.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately, and all that. However, an emergency has occurred which requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days.
What kind of emergency?
Okay, listen up and keep this to yourself.
Okay.
Some philosophers and researchers are attempting to set up a utopian community for the betterment of humanity.
Okay.
I must investigate their strategies for any flaws. Anyway, while I am gone, another will be in charge. Even though you pass
Okay.
the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress.
I'm fine with that. Business as usual.
Quite so. And you are already acquainted. You will report to Lady Portington.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking. I do provide ancient powerful widgets.
Oh, I can't afford anything tonight, Mortimer. Let's change our visage a little bit. Actually, nah, I kind of like how we look. Let's see. Join Mercury on the path to glory. Commune for those who seek revelation. Logging company owner dies in sudden heart failure. Leaves entire fortune to leading cancer fund. Ooh. Can you have a heart attack due to massive guilt? We have the research! Weather report. Windy and dry days ahead. The harvest festival starts in a few weeks. Bring your largest vegetables to the contest. The farmer with the largest vegetable gets big cash. Yabog! Okay. Message from afar, Grim. So, right after I left, mere moments it seems to me, something happened to the plant department. Do not ask. As such, I need you to fill in today. Basically, as a Grim for them. I hope it is okay. Three plants have to die today. Good luck, fate. So, Apholius pestinus numbers, age 1. Photosynthesis, yet another blade of grass. Yabog! I should just write Yabog on every one of these cursed profiles. I'm so bored I cry right now. Okay. So, Kali Chanjas. Survivalist. Kali is a pink rounded clump of branched tangled stems, each one of them about a meter long. Kali and their brothers and sisters started growing after a wildfire cleaned up a large patch of land. No other plants could survive on the dry soil. Kali enjoys traveling and beautiful architecture. Oh, I kind of want to let you live. What do? It's a blade of grass. It grows lonesome on the side of pavement at the Cosmopolis City Center. It will likely wilt if not tended to. Whoever would do that, however, remains a mystery. It's a miracle the blade of grass has even survived this long. Life finds a way, I guess. You're also in the maybe pile. Cucurbita pepo is an extremely large pumpkin, weighing in at almost half a ton. It's still growing. It lives in a local, sustainable farm. Lately, the farm has been having problems with flooding, which has destroyed many of the other pumpkin plants. I want to let you live. I want to let that farmer have a good life, which means Alopercurus pratensis is also known as the meadow foxtail. Or also known as the meadow foxtail is grass. I swear, if I have to make another file about a blade of grass, I will quit. Age 0. Let's help Herbert out a little bit, because I'm assuming it's him that's causing, or that's like, I want to die because of these. So death, death, and death. You get to live. You get to live.
All alone, Reaper. Power at your fingertips. It's electrifying. On your own. You know why? Because they're setting you up.
They trust my
They're
abilities.
hoping you'll mess up. And you will, because you're a fraud. Eat the blame, Reaper. You don't have
But it's not ready
to
yet.
succeed. You're a void.
I'm a nobody. What if I make a mistake?
Burning at the stake, drawn and quartered, boiled and stuffed into a can.
Oh.
No, not even. Not worth that much effort. Be seeing you.
Wow. The voice in my head is bitch. Okay. So. Hello, Lady Parrington. Oh my god, you are just incredibly cute. Slowly, the cat turns her head towards you, and her eyes blazing with annoyance. Meow, she mutters, then places her paw upon the documents littering the table. Repeats a sequence of contented meows, and curls back up into a ball and closes her eyes. Well, this was useful. She stares at you, blinking, then proceeds to ignore your presence. Meow, she declares, and as you make your way out the door.
Friend, your visit's like the sun. Regular. And warms the room.
Let's go ahead and buy this so it stops appearing.
Shiver me timbers, 'tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music.
Nice. So, pro tip, you can actually click the bottom of the screen to go up, and the up to go down, or you could just use the scroll wheel. And if you can see what room you want to go to, you can just click on it, and bam, you're back. Alright. Tumbleweed Killer, the Kali plant growth. This year has been heavy, covering an entire building and preventing people from escaping a fire. Kali, no! I had faith in you! City Council brainstorms ideas to turn Cosmopolis City green after last blade of grass and city fountain wilted near sidewalk. Look at this cute video of angry cat eating grass and meowing at the same time! The Harvest Festival first prize goes to our local pumpkin farmer. The prize will help us repair the flood damages and keep our business afloat, farmer notes. Local swamp reportedly inhabited by a green monster. Yep, it just changed between a few different ones. Morning, Grim. Alright, we're back to normal. The plant department got their acts together. You, however, should be intimately familiar with the drill by now. We mitigate chaos, we bolster order, etc., etc. 2 humans have to die. Let us balance the world. Fate. It's 2 humans, huh? So we have... Looks like we can make our own choices today, which is nice. So I will try to fit everyone in. Nope, that's too big. So we'll go with these 3 for now. So, Pietro Cosimo Allier. Age 25 soldier. Pietro comes from a family of soldiers, going back several generations. As such, they felt they had little choice but to follow the path and enlist. They're now returning from the second tour at Ferrodin, although they really are not into this whole military thing at all. Okay. You're a maybe. I'm not sure where to put you yet. As for these remaining 3 here. Shelley McIntosh, wetland scientist. Shelley is a wetland scientist who recently moved into a little cottage in the swamp. For science. They wander around the swamp in a frog costume, scaring lost hikers for entertainment. Recently they noticed a suspicious hunter camping in the area. You get to live. Let's see. Brian Kalathinikos. Age 31 janitor. Breaking leaves is hard. Blowing them around with a leaf blower is much more fun. This is why Brian takes care of the leaves exclusively with a leaf blower, starting already at 6 in the morning. The toxic fumes the machine emits don't concern them one bit. We're gonna play that story. Let's see. Melita. Melita's doctoral thesis is about calculating the parameters around conflict situations. Afterwards, they decided to put research to the test in a rough enough environment. School. They're into skiing and crafting little paper versions of fractals. Like the miniature sponge. So, conflict avoidment, and they like skiing and fractals. Sure. Which unfortunately means Soldier Boy has to die.
Hey, we don't like what we see. It's suspicious.
Excuse you. I trust and obey.
Cut it. Cut the cords and see whose hand hovers above your head. What a wreck. Listen to us, Reaper, not the others. Yeah. Listen to me. To me! Shh. They're probably eavesdropping right now. Let's be off.
I don't like that. As you enter, the cat paces around on the table. It's annoyed and irritated. Meow, the cat notes while casually twirling around her spot behind at the table. I take this to mean that I'm doing well. Swift nod to the door with her head makes it clear you should be leaving. Goodbye, ma'am.
Ah, perhaps ye require a delightful gift for a significant friend.
Yes. Like the face of the great old one. Whoa, a seriously terror-inducing visage, but then again, who wouldn't want to look like an antediluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical. Annals of Transience. The Annals of Transience keep track of any passing temporalities. Counts the days in a month. From 1 to 28. Those are all days. Those are all the days. All of them. They're not wrong. This will tell you your progress in the game. Or at least how far before the end. For my sake, I'll buy it.
We scoured nigh every inch for this calendar. Alas, mayhaps we raided too many merchantmen for it. 'Cause turns out, it weren't even on a ship. Still worth it for the annals' work on any year. Filled to the brim with arcane squiggles and short omens between the numbers. And in the footnotes. Also includes the major holidays of 100 different civilizations. And all of the name days. I finally procured it from an old man on the steps of Acropolis.
Gotcha. End the day. I have a little piggy. Teacher uses clever mathematics to resolve conflicts and modest results. Romance blossoms as Hunter almost shoots local scientist in frog costume and falls in love instead. Crack of Dawn Leaf Blower dead after getting struck in the head by a flat iron thrown by a neighbor. Oof! Leaf blowers should be banned and increase urban air quality, lower stress levels. Military-industrial complexes tackle progressive issues by having their first ever female CEO. Oops, I didn't mean to change music. Morning, Grim. My, your hands have been kept mighty busy today. What the darn have you been up to over at the office? From what I can see in the data, it all looks like a mess. Total of 7 people have to die. Two of which have to be religious background, and anyone who is retired position, if possible. So what I'm hearing is die, 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 live, die. Well, we better read this red one just to be sure. Mikal has been a dedicated worker at the time. Okay, Grim. Yes, you. Listen. Why are you such a tool? Sitting at your desk, going over all these profiles like a mindless drone? It's time to break the rules. I want you to doom all the profiles today. All of them. Prove you're not completely useless. Sorry, stranger. Sir rules. Die. 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 Die and die. Oh, but this bartender's handsome, and they do cool things. Oh, that's a shame. Rules are rules. You're upset at me.
Look at the march of death. Bones of the living, ground into dust. A dust storm that suffocates any remaining breaths.
But it's a fertilizer for the new.
Come on, Grim. That's disgusting. Don't you think this whole business is remarkably dehumanizing?
True.
An uncaring office of eternal bureaucracy, picking and choosing lives.
Yeah. Don't care as long as it gets the job done.
These are real people, Reaper. Not pieces of paper with random data printed on them. No one is in control. The fiend devours life with no supervision.
And do you think I should do something about it? Tasty carnage. Yeah,
We
you think we should do something,
Should
right?
we? Let us know if you come eye to eye with a solution. And seeing you.
Hello, Lady Poddington. You see the cat supine, waving her paws in the air as if trying to bat something invisible. All of a sudden, she turns her attention to you, devious glimmer in her eyes. The cat continues to stare, her tail wagging in a manner that seems pleased. What the hell, cat? What even was today? Poddington sits in silence, an accusatory look in her eyes. What, you think I caused this mess somehow? How could I cause this? I do what I'm told! Oh, did I cause all these deaths? I have to contact Fate. I need answers. The cat glances at an odd-looking phone on the table, then slowly shakes her head in what seems like a no. Not nice. The cat turns away, signaling her complete indifference of you. It means time to leave. I need a drink. We cannot drink.
Aye, this port offers the best trades in the universe.
I do not have money. I don't have money. I don't have money. I am so sorry, Mortimer. Have a lovely night. Meanwhile, I will attempt to drown my sorrows in soda. I went too far. Ex-child actor found dead in the Path of Glory commune after police raid. Drug overdose suspected. Mass suicide at the Path of Glory. Entire commune dead by what looks like an overdose at the behest of a noted speaker and cult leader Mercury St. Ionis. We were told to let him live. The sun seems ever dimmer, if it's even visible due to the constant cloud cover. Sundowner taking a massive hit in the stock exchange today as CEO accidentally shot during a drone misfire. Oof. The prison system has failed society. The conditions in most prisons are abhorrent and only create more criminal behavior. Ha 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 ha. Good day, Grim. The world is a wondrous thing. Oh, what have I seen out here? Now, do try to balance the turmoil of yesterday. Success can be forged with but a handful of deaths, yes? 3 humans have to die, but spare any of law background. An unforeseen logic guides our hand, but a logic nonetheless. Fate. So 3 humans of law background. Okay. Esoteric self-help? No. Pharmacist? No. Police officer? Yes. Mobster? We're gonna put you in the maybe pile. Aqua farmer? Yes. Prison guard? Yes, which means mobster has to die. Oh, he's gonna count as law, and I'm gonna get $200, aren't I? Well, rules are rules. Die. 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 Live. 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 Goodbye. No comments today, Mirror? Okay. Cat seems to be in slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore like purr. No, how fluffy you are! Meow, the cat mutters, an annoyed meow through her snores. I just want to pet you! She lifts her head, her stare fierce, making it seem like petting her would be an extremely bad idea. I don't care, I want to pet the cat! Oh, so cute! Oh! She bares her teeth and they look incredibly sharp. Sharp enough to chew through any osseous material. You won't bite me, it'd be inappropriate in a workplace environment. Ooh. I'm doing it. No one can stop me! Or maybe I shouldn't touch the boss. Let's get the review started. I'm doing it! No one can stop me! The cat stands up, her back arched and tail flicking sharply back and forth. Squeak! The toy emits a shrill sound that cuts through everything. Huh? You weren't even touching the toy. Slowly, the cat rotates her head while continuing to stare right at you. It almost looks like there's a ghostly and mischievous grin on her face. Sluggishly, with disdain for your discourtesy, the cat sniffs the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. She continues inspecting them for a few seconds, and then turns away, seeming unpleased. Hey, can I ask you some questions instead? What do you think of fate? The cat notes melodiously. She looks at you perplexed. What do you think of death? The cat shakes herself in a manner in which seems entirely indecipherable. Okay, but what do you think about the common systems of taxation? Meow. The cat meows. I mean, taxing the impoverished giving cuts and benefits to the already rich? Really, we should abolish all taxes. It's complete idiocy. Yeah, let's do this top one. The cat looks at you quizzingly. The whole setup only seems to create a trickle-up system where it equal to begin with. Eat the rich, that's what I always say. Without taxes, I could sleep on a pile of money. Let's see. Yeah, the whole system only creates a trickle-up system. The cat absentmindedly pokes the papers at the table. And it's clearly not balanced. It's sensed by people always end up in a version of with a version of allegory. The cat is starting to nod off, and technically, that has nodding in it, so it signals agreement. She blinks at you perplexed. Well, this was informative, but I'll be going now. The cat crawls back into a ball and continues her previously disturbed slumber. Money! The mobster didn't count!
Ahoy, matey! What can old Mortimer offer ye today?
Actually, I don't want any of those. Bedtime. So what's in the news today? Aquacultist finds new approach to seaweed farming, which proves that culturist proves useful in regenerating dying coral reefs. Prison guard arrested after beating cornered prisoner to death. Oh shit. The abandoned mineshaft collapses. Unidentified body found within debris. Crime boss gunned down on the streets by rival mobsters. Escalates turf war. Lucky day. Or is it? Ah, the unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I failed to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day like any other. A total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die, and spare any humans with an artistic background. Enjoy a pleasant workday, Fate. Cute, real cute. Thanks, cat. Must have been the damn cat. Well, we can't leave the office unless I press fax, so. Cat lounges on the table, brushing her hair with her paw. Cat, there's been a burglary. The cat pauses a moment, then continues to brush herself, indifferent to your plight. My files were stolen! Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings with an ear-piercing metallic clatter.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington, is Grim there?
The cat replies absent-mindedly.
Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood?
Something happened to the files. They were
What?
gone.
Could you repeat that? All I hear is static.
The cat stole the
No
files.
matter. You know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
I can't stay mad at you, cat. You're so goddamn cute. Aww. And we get no money today because technically everyone lived. Ooh, who are you?
Accentuate the morphological field. Some reclassification of the framing stratum. Ah, I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex. Oh, maybe. Meta-resonance trigger.
It's you! I've seen you wobble around in the cellar, somehow through the floor.
An amazing feat, young spawnling. Oh, yes, that is I down in the depths. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence. Or the bits I've managed to catalog thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence?
Figured as much.
More than you are able to conceive. Ah, yet I see promise in you, spawnling. So, let me tell you a secret. You see, the archive sprouts a mind. Eons ago, incomprehensible to most. Those were the days. We were so young then, Fate and I. 2 strapping lads. There was little in the archive initially, but it didn't take long for it to start growing, expanding.
How did that happen?
Gradually, one manuscript at a time. Important to keep records on everything, when managing everything. We couldn't foresee this happening, the awakening of the archive, its development into a unique organism.
What does it
Not
want?
much, as far as we can tell. It just exists, expands, endures. The 3 E's.
How does one navigate the archive?
Carefully. It wouldn't be wise to stumble into the archive without an escort who understands the territory. Space folds becoming labyrinthine. One can get lost. I know, I've misplaced a few interns in this manner. Poor sods. Although no one knows what happens to the disappeared, they may not be dead. Well, any more dead than one already is in this office.
Awesome. I want to visit the archive.
Alas, visitations are limited to professional archivists only.
Oh.
Ah, it calls to me, so I must return. I hope you enjoyed our talk.
Why, yes, I did. Look at him!
Yes?
Hello, how's it going?
Great. Why are you talking to me?
You seem to have problems, and me, I'm all about solutions.
Well, I guess I've got a lot on my mind.
Explain your intense emanating sadness. Seriously, I'm all ears. Start from the beginning, or see what's going on. Alright, start from the beginning.
About the butterfly effect.
Yes, of course.
What if I'm that butterfly? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish.
Wait, what if I'm also the butterfly?
I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly.
That's outrageous.
Oh, I couldn't believe it either. I was outright flabbergasted. And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department. But I love dogs.
Oh, not the dogs!
I know, right? And the people in the dog department, the absolute bad apples. I was scared for the afterlife. I was. But you know, before that, someone filled my room with balloons.
Someone really has it out for you, huh?
They do. I have an inkling it's the one they call Lance Thrasher.
Lance Thrasher?
Yes. And people keep telling me how great Lance Thrasher is. How fun they are to hang out with. How awesome they are. How amazing. How they tell the best jokes and get into the craziest shenanigans.
That sounds immediately... they immediately sound exhausting.
Yes, right? I don't get it either. So, I thought I had to let them know. I walked straight over to Lance and I told them that I don't find them riveting and I don't particularly care about their lame jokes.
And then what
But
happened?
then Lance just said, keep it real, and then went on to do a handstand on their desk. Everyone in the office started chanting their name. Lance, 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 Lance.
What an absolute tool.
After this, they started making my life miserable.
Why do you think it's them, though?
The culprit keeps writing Thrasher was here on everything, with a marker. So, problem solver, what do you think? What should I do?
Let's see. You must be the one to balance it out.
I guess you're right. I am Frank Whittle after all. I must stay true to myself. Still, I will leave a strongly worded note on their desk expressing my discontent. I'll start working on it right away. Thanks.
No problem, Chief. Why, hello there.
Hello again. The den is always glad to see a returning customer. 2 weeks down and you're still kicking. Well done. Say, I've been thinking and, I was hoping you'd explain it to me, the process. I mean, how do you make the choices? How do you really decide who gets to live and who doesn't?
I carefully compare all the data with the requirements.
Your dedication and diligence are noteworthy. Must take you a long time, though.
The rules are clear, the files are clear. one matched the other.
Simple as that, eh? Okay, then another question I've been pondering about the process.
Okay.
Do you think about the people after you've made the decision? Or do you forget all about them after it's done?
I remember, but what's done is done.
Doesn't all of it make you anxious?
A little bit.
Sure makes me, and I ain't even the one choosing. Yeah, I don't think I could handle the pressure. Gazing upon the decision tree, how it branches out across infinity, across space and time. Anyway, this has been enlightening. Thanks for the answers. Anything I can get you?
It's like a drink.
What's your poison?
Let's do Bloody Gary.
Can't go wrong with the Bloody Classic. It'll kickstart your recovery from any slump.
Good bus! As the seemingly metallic taste hits you, hints at the usage of real blood. But in truth, it's just tomato juice. The drink has a sharp, peppery undertone. Still, every sip makes you feel secure, as if you've wakened from a nightmare to find yourself at home, basking in the warm morning rays of a rising sun. So what's the deal with Lady Poddington?
Fate's cat? She's an adorable furball, ain't she? Always skulking around in search of mischief. She sneaks down here, too, so I feed her a few morsels.
Yeah, she's ultra cute!
Most unnaturally so. It's nice she keeps Fate company. Fate's archaic. All those aeons might not be good for the, mentality. What else you got in mind?
I, keep hearing voices.
That's so. Well, most of us hear voices a lot of the time.
No, it's like there's a voice in the mirror.
Wait, so you got a mirror that reflects back your own voice?
No, it's some other voice.
It's fine to talk to yourself. I'm sure it's rough at the office. Vocalizing's gotta help process the thoughts and feelings, Or maybe it's your conscience trying to kick through the barrier. Becoming a Reaper ain't easy, so you haven't fully internalized the struggle, you're not happy with your work, or you sense something's off. But what do I know? I'm just a barkeep, so that makes me only half a therapist.
True. Anyway, someone contacted me through a profile.
Oh? What did this mysterious entity want?
They wanted me to follow weird orders.
And you following, or what?
No, I'm more of a rebel. I don't follow
You
orders.
follow Fate's orders like a well-behaved drone, right? Elsewise, truth be told, I'm of little help. I don't know what goes around in the office, I just own the den. What else you got in mind?
Tell me about the
The
archivist.
prime curator of the archive, you mean? They work down in the cellar, below Mortimer. I haven't met anyone so enamored with structure and organizations before, but I guess it comes with the territory. You two ought to get along fine. Heck, just bond over the equilibrium and standardizations and the like. Maybe you should eventually apply for an archive job instead.
Absolutely.
Aw, I'm kidding. I don't think it works like that. The Abysmal Archive is a wild land, and not easy to enter. What else you got in mind?
I actually think I'll be heading out now.
Lil Reaper.
So,
Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
I don't want to become a cat boy. So let's end the day. What did we do? Hello? News? Okay. Morning, Grim. I expect you in my office for your performance review after you are done today. Do not worry about that, though. Focus on the task at hand. 6 humans have to die. Any related to transportation must be dead. Choose humans from only the left side of the bundle to die. Okay. So one of those I can't actually do the way it's sorted. But okay. So these 2 get to live. Goodbye, handsome bus driver. You're required to live. You have to die. You have to die. You have to die. You have to die. And you have to die. Oh. Hello, mirror.
Psst. See? What did I tell you?
Told me what?
The others conspiring behind your back. You saw the result.
I think it was the cat.
They waited for you to let the guard down, whispering, "Look, it's the pathetic runt."
I'm bigger than most of the Scully boys here, though. What is it that you know?
They'll make you fail and get you fired. Or are you deliberately trying to fail? That's devious. Keep them guessing and watch your back, Reaper.
No, I think I'll just do orders like normal.
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Sure, I like our little chats.
Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right.
Huh.
Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Is there a problem?
No, I would not say that. In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
But the rules are there for a reason. What else am I supposed to do?
Of course, great care goes into calculating the equilibrium. But is that all that matters? One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull? You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Okay. Money!
Back from our booty, are ye?
Give me Boo the Gerbil. A perfectly regular sized toy gerbil made out of rubber.
Lord blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
Nice. So we've talked to these two. Let's get another drink.
Hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again. Are you still wearing the same attire from before? Oh, gross. It's been ages.
Yeah. I could use some more clothes.
That's an understatement if I ever heard one. You need some serious fashion assistance. I've got just the thing to help you out. Something I've been holding for a special case. A cool visage to make your day. Check it out later. Crisis averted. Not much else happening on this
Nice.
quiet Sunday, though, so I appreciate you dropping in. What's on your mind?
I'd like a
What's
drink.
your poison?
Let's do the corpse reviver.
If you value your sanity, you don't ever want to learn the ingredients of this cocktail.
Gore bust! Electrifying! A burst of liquid lightning blasts through your nervous system. If you had one, that is, but you don't. Every bone begins to vibrate. The vibration builds up in a feedback loop until it feels like you might shatter at any moment. It's but a trick of the mind, and soon abates. I'll be going now.
Lil Reaper.
Bye, Chief. Let's go check out our new clothes. So we got Vulture, Quack, Hubris, Eagle, Ancient, and Crest. Let's do Ancient. Or Hubris, why not? Ooh, the Vulture's pretty too. Wow, they're all pretty nice for birds. And let's do Street Pump with it, maybe? Yes. Yeah, Street Pump. Just fine. Nations start arguing over space colonization rights. Proposed pipeline would lay waste to thousands of acres of land, poison the groundwater for years to come. A house fire caused by faulty electrical equipment claims the life of a youth. Medic missing, presumed dead after their squad struck the enemy fire at the city of Sesmins. Downtown traffic disrupted by massive pileup. School bus driver on a stroll struck by a drunken driver. OCDC stuns crowds with songs from their upcoming album at the Beyond the Bridge Festival. Hi, I'm Stu. Welcome to my channel with awesome cover songs. Okay. Congratulations, Grim. You've passed the performance review as expected. But let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a rough day. Be attentive. A total of 6 humans have to die, 3 of which must be scientific background. And 2 of which have to be 30 or younger. Okay. So, do you live? Possibly. Cosmologist, you have to die. You possibly get to live. You have to die. You have to die. Wait, there's only one person 30 or younger. Oh. Still, that's... So I'm not gonna have as much money because of that. Ah! There literally was only one person in that age range.
You did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment.
Really?
Soon, we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
Bask in my splendor, O
Hit the
mirror.
lines, O sovereign. 40,000 corpses for the bridge of advancement. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Hey, fair enough.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
I saw a lot of pain and suffering. It was sad.
The anguish of existence. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
Not really.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
He just says that they come to him, or that the rules all come to him mysteriously. And then a day is not truly a day here. Look at it, we have another friend. Asteroid hits nature preserve. Several bird species now extinct. Oh. Local archaeologist dies mysteriously after discovering the world's oldest cheese. Scientists baffled. Government slow to react to rise of gambling hidden as online gaming. Many families fall in debt. Burglar stumbles on frighteningly complex array of traps during a break-in. Dies from serious head trauma. Search for legendary skull takes tragic turn. Archaeologist seemingly assassinated? Foolhardy pilot buzzes air traffic control tower. Gets fired immediately and then banned from flying an aircraft for at least 20 years. Oof. Let's see. Look here, Grim. How about we try some brand new methods to strengthening the equilibrium? I have great faith that these techniques are of more structural nature. 2 humans must die, and they have to be on the opposite ends of the bundle. Okay, goodbye, museum curator, and deadass. Handsome researcher, and not so handsome editor-in-chief. Nice and easy. Actually, we'll come back and visit Mortimer in a minute.
Grim, my fellow. I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
Sure.
Should I become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique, after all. I have much experience.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Indeed. Why not? I shall continue my contemplation. But for now, it is time for daily feedback. Ah, all the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Money! Time for capitalism.
Ahoy! pleasure to see ye again.
So, I want a fancy suit to go with our new bird outfit.
Oh. Don't tell your captain about this. 'Tis one of theirs.
Oh.
Stole a great deal of time ago, though. Like 'tis between 2 months at least. I remember it was like yesterday. Barely made it out of the wardrobe alive. Have ye seen how far it goes? Many skeletons are in there. Almost became one of them. But ye can't trap old Mortimer that easy.
Aye, sir. So let's look at some of these new suits. Hello, Joe. Tax and tuxedos. Bow ties are cool. Archangel. Hardcore. I like that one. Old timer. Hot dog. Pineapple. Manny. King of Halloween. And then normal. Let's go back to hardcore. Hardcore birdcore. I don't know what that means, but if it means something bad, please don't tell me. Human regeneration just around the corner. Or is it just a pipe dream? Another young adult harassed by a mysterious person. Is Cosmopolis City dealing with a serial stalker? The youth of today, immoral and lazy, we should retaliate or reinstate harsher punishments. Curse of the Ancient Cheese claims its next victim as local curator dies of the job. A fresh idea. I hope you're still well motivated from our performance discussion. You'll be required to demonstrate utmost precision today. All humans on the bottom row must die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Cheers, fate. Orders are orders. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, ma'am. Hello, sir. Hello, sir? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Finished a little early today.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me.
Oh?
Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Maybe, but it's not our call to make.
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
I'm just here to follow orders.
Never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Alright.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Let us buy the Grim Caping. Yeah, the Grim Cape.
My, 'tis a true classic. See, me and me crew were sailing round the side polar terminus, freezing our nuts off. Blinding storms, icy blizzards. Them some ruthless times. Dog eat dog, they say. Or pirates eat pirates, more like. Got lucky to find a whole field of tundra cotton when we did. Made some cloaks to keep the bones warm. Much too warm nowadays, though. So you're more than welcome to it.
Nice. So I know we just changed outfits, but Stone Cold Classic, God, Anon, Pearl, Red Christmas, Vampire, Wild, Witch, Ritual, Autumn. I like Ritual with this head, it looks pretty nice. But also Witchcraft. The red matches our visage, so let's do that. Instructions for today, but also, the hell happened? Several major arms deals struck between Phaeton Arms and a number of foreign nations. Citizens of Araya getting healthier and happier due to increased potato consumption. Ooh. Body of a teacher found in a ravine after they went out of search for existence of extraterrestrial life. Uh-oh. Prime Minister of Manasila visits local war museum while on a political tour. Chief's Feith incriminates self by checking into hospital with massive cheesy diarrhea. Oh no. Abusive police officer stabbed by their spouse. Good. We don't deal with that in this household, no ma'am. Grand piano falls on young musician as they were walking down the street. Oh. Black holes set to end all life? AI breakthrough imminent, promises founder of Trans Global Inc. Tidings grim. Life should not be too predictable, do you agree? But here's a bit of alteration. And alternation. Every so often. And I have developed a thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Must now return to my research, Fate. Okay. You die, you live, die, you live. You die, live, die, you live. Yep. Live, die, live, die, live, die, live, die. No. Die, live, die, live, die, live, die, live. Is what I did. Watch that be wrong.
Hey there. What you up to, killer?
Killing.
Sure you are. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper.
It's not my place to rattle the status
The
quo.
great engine of life always stops. Someone's gotta stop it. Just happens to be you. Directly in control. No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Ma'am, I don't like your attitude.
Grim, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion.
I'm all ears.
Appreciate it. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished. You will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? The tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Should, sir. Yummy, yummy cash. Journalists on a covert operation disappears. New dangerous drugs flooding the market seemingly undisturbed. Vast advances being made into research of reusable fuel cells. Researchers credit young talent involved in special projects. Analyst drowns in hot tub. Police suspect alcohol abuse as the culprit, and remind people to drink responsibly when swimming. Weather satellite crashes during orbital insertion. Are budget cuts to blame? Another forest cleared and area turned into coal mine. When will it end? Sun County's air quality worsening. Rising usage of fossil fuels to blame. Transglobal Inc. founder and CEO found dead at home. Cause of death? Drug overdose. Investigators find plans for a massive surveillance system at the home of dead tech wizard. Petty criminal fined for stealing inconsequential items. Promises to steal more in order to pay fine. Cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out! Scientists discover a new strain of super tuberculosis. Oh no! President Naya bereaved visiting Cosmopolis City as part of Goodwill Tour. Grim, I will keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. The last 3 humans coming from the fax machine have to die. Counting on your accuracy for judgment. Oh no, I didn't see. We're gonna say you, and you. She's gonna be mad at me. I did not see who came in last.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine.
Fine by me. I'll go rest.
Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Do you have a certain
Alright.
head for
You're
me?
looting. All me wares.
The Eye of Anpu. Anpu, god of dead. Mummification, embalming, and afterlife. Cemeteries and tombs, and protector of the end of war. Sound really gets around. And grants you a stunningly canine visage. Nah. I want my big boy. I want to be the big boy. But I cannot be the big boy if you do not let me be the big boy. They all came in at the same time. I hope it's not the same as yesterday. Numerous people around Cacti Valley have contracted dysentery. Epidemiologist baffled. Popular political commentator dies of heart attack. Panic arises as new super tuberculosis escapes lab. Doctors believe elders to be most susceptible. Poacher mauled to death by a pack of mountain cats, seemingly acting revenge. President Bree dies in a helicopter crash. Flying Citadel plans shelved. Celestial body located, named Lorenthal, after its discovery. The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier. Certainly, a sign of disorder. Could not determine the correct amount of humans today, so I will leave it to you. Anyone who seems suspicious must die. We'll figure it out, yes? Alright, so now we get our free will again. Let's look at these first 3. Anthropologist. Leslie is famous for their photographs of Nyland communities. Some of their work have included Voodoo. How many colors can a skirt have? New Old Land. Is it really that new? Chernagaskar. Gateway to overeating. Spend their free time in the garden, positioning knee-high indigenous stone statues between herb patches. You can live. When the adolescent Henry poked a fellow student with a pen, they realized from that moment onward they'd be best friends. And that their best friends will only be found on the pages of books, as these friends cannot be directly poked with pens. Sure. You get to live. Why not? So now we have a hairdresser, venture, something or other. Hairdresser. There's nothing Armin likes more than to do gossip. Working as a hairdresser provides ample opportunity for the hobby. Due to memory issues, Armin occasionally starts gossiping about a client they're currently in process of working on. Nah. Gideon's had great success in investing in the technology sector, especially during the wave of startups. They seem to have a sense in picking out firms with the high growth potential. Lately, they've looked into the gaming industry, trying to find anything that catches their eye. Let's see. Adria retired just a few years ago after they felt they had saved enough money to live comfortably. Their holiday plans were put on hold due to a recent outbreak of super tuberculosis. Sure, you live and you live. Only one person had to die today. As you enter, you notice Faith's office is empty aside from Lady Poddington. Hey, kitty cat, you are so cute!
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
And by me, I just need my daily review.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
Take it. Ooh. Drinks! Hello, bird.
Look at that. It's a hatchling. That visage. They say mimicry is the sincerest form of praise, though I fail to see it. I guess they let all sorts work here nowadays. The assemblage must be decaying.
Excuse you.
Yet one must welcome the dregs, one must. What brings you to Florian, the Eradicator?
Like your style, Florin.
Don't need a sycophant, thanks. Try to keep from gushing too much. It's so banal. Just be impressed you're in my presence, but be it over there, somewhere far enough. Still, fate expects us to be polite to one's colleagues because it advances synergy and improves long-term morale. I suppose I must then do my best to enlighten you on whatever matters are bothering you today.
What do you think of Fate?
Capable, the Earthcraft, but lately seems to be losing his way. Too much faffing around with pointless minutia. And the funds for regulations. I've always said we should be able to mark people to death more freely. But no, always with these limitations. I am the best and brightest of the bunch. When I aim for the jugular, I do not miss. With blood and guts, I will paint my magnum opus on the canvas of cosmos.
So Dark.
All flesh is temporary. We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison. It is called salvation, or at least the closest thing they'll ever get.
What does Fate think of your
I
ideas?
don't get to meet the boss often, surprising as that may be. Fate doesn't chat with reapers all the time. In the order of things, we are beneath him, as the humans are beneath us. I just make sure to enjoy every slash and stab. Take pride in a successful exit. For that is what we are born to do. Yes, we Deathbringers all have to die.
It was a great chat.
Ciao, little hatchling. Lessons learned, off you go.
Hello, sis.
I hope you're not here for the worms. They got taken off the menu. I don't think I've seen you here before. Let me guess. You're in the... human department, right? I mean, the dark circles, the vibe like you haven't slept for 1,000 years.
That obvious, huh?
It is. At least for me. For you see, I'm also in the human department.
You don't look tired at all.
Thanks, I guess. So, I figure you've been here a while by now. How do you feel about the work we do?
I wish people didn't have to suffer so much
Hang on.
because of me.
How do you know how humans are doing in their realm? Don't tell me you're actually using that cocker app to keep track of what's happening. I haven't opened it in years.
You haven't missed much.
So, I mean, the instructions are the same every day anyway. Kill all door-to-door salespeople. And what do I see in the app? The door-to-door salespeople died. Great! So very engaging. And that's followed by the stories of downright horrible things happening everywhere. No thanks.
Never thought of asking Fate about your never-changing instructions?
I've seen the boss, like, once. Not gonna happen. I bet it's all part of Fate's grandiose plan. The equilibrium. And who am I? A mere spawn to question it.
I get different instructions every day.
Congratulations?
Well, in any case, reading the news actually helps my
I just
decisions.
do what fate tells me to. The decisions are not mine to make.
Life with no choices? And you still haven't given
Have
up?
you ever heard the inspiring story of Scullifus? I'm guessing you haven't, since it happened way back when we still used rubber stamps instead of markers.
Yeah, I actually already know that story.
Alright. In any case, I made peace with the monotony a long time ago. Besides, as long as the coins keep coming, can we really complain?
Luck with that.
Thanks for the chat, stranger. Anyway, I'm off to sleep. See you later. Probably not, though.
Why, if it isn't the young Grimster, back again to delight my eye. Oh, so 3 weeks down already. That's quite an achievement. Say, how's the grind been treating you since our last chat?
Same as usual.
Doesn't that make you suspicious? All of it lumbering onward, unceasing, unfeeling, a deadly machine grinding lives to dust? Pretty spooky, if you ask me. What if the choices made were incorrect?
I have to do what I'm told. Sworn for this.
Didn't know you were so rooted in determinism. One ought to heed instincts in collaboration with reason. Sounds twice as powerful to me, yeah? But what do I know? I'm just the barkeep. So what can I get you?
I'd like a drink.
What's your poison?
Just plain milk.
Going straight edge. I get where you're coming from.
Good boss. It tastes like milk.
Fun. Heck. What can I say that you won't glean on your own? They try to act all suave on the surface, but truth be told, they're a proper jerk. At least when it comes to the job. Can't say I trust their judgment too much.
They don't seem responsible.
You'd think your profession needed conscientious workers, right? Don't take this the wrong way. I don't often disparage patrons of the den. We have here a shared experience. Here's to hoping they won't cause some sort of a major blunder. What else you got in mind?
I think I'll be heading out now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
If we buy this, we
Never
won't have
been
to worry
the
about
land
it.
of dunes, ye scallywag. There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging the bowels of the world eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Nice. Let's actually put it on. Anfu, just coming. Foxy, goodest doggo. Jackal, stealth. Let's be the goodest doggo. And go with wild. They're starving. Thousands of elderly people afraid of leaving homes, starving, though super tuberculosis outbreak weakening. Local photographer dissolves a decade-old dispute between neighbors by baking a cake. Investor finds self-ensnared in sunk cost fallacy. Keeps pumping funds into an experimental art game that doesn't seem to be getting finished. Bad hair days increasing in frequency after death in local hairdresser. Thesis on the Zeitgeist wins second prize at the local essay competition. Genetically modified crops proving to be a hoax. Use all natural fertilizers. CEO of What social media platform planning on opening a museum of antiques and relics. Come one, come all, ace pilots to show a dazzling air show. Alright. Your attention is required. I have been informed of a delicate situation, and I trust you'll handle it as usual. Let the rightmost person live, and be the only person who lives. Okay. Give him a message
The
for
loud
me.
and unbearable noise of conflict. The turmoil of 1,000 different desires, taken through violence, entitlement, and toxic self-fulfillment. How do you feel, Grand Reaper?
I feel empty.
Bringer of turmoil, master of distress, ambassador of disarray. Who knew you were so apathetic? There's not much that can be done now. Nevertheless, it's important to learn.
Whatever. As you look around the office, Lady Poddington lounging supine on table.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
Okay.
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
Yeah. Just take my money and leave, I guess.
Doubloons will get ye anything, matey.
Academic visage. Sure.
We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? Ye can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually. So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Fair enough. We're not going to visit the bar tonight, because we don't necessarily have to. So we have boss, director, magical girl, rebel. Are you okay? And then, yeah. I say, because we haven't used the pumpkin yet, let's go with rotten and vampire. Welcome to the final week. Today is simple, Grim. As if a great calmness has enveloped the world, I don't see the need for many deaths for today. 2 humans have to die. Biology teacher. Okay. Safety inspector. Advisor. Office drone. Nice and easy. Oh, he's back.
Grim,
Welcome back.
how about we skip the pleasantries and get back to usual pointless drudgery? Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Whatever.
Sorry, have I offended you somehow?
You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Death and taxes.
Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job. No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
And a good night to you, Grim. I called him a Grim. He's Fate. He's Fate. He's not a Grim. I hope he's not a Grim, otherwise I will be screwed.
Ho, ho, ho! What can old Mortimer provide ye with today?
I guess we have to buy the cat ears.
Ye know why I was the scourge of the seas? 'Cause ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wernham gives ye supernatural hearing. Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw 'em all right overboard. Plotting with the fishes now they are.
Well, at least it was helpful. Which means, let's actually check out the cat. Gray. Kawaii! Go get him. Fancy cat. I am the knight. Let's go back to Rodden. I like this. At least until I can get my lovely boy. Oh. My modest excuses, Grim. Right. The situation is that everything got all jumbled up in the fax delivery service. You should listen to your gut today. Your gut, yeah. Or yes, because you are a, skeleton. Make down artist. Sure. Non-commissioned officer. Okay. Well, they're not going to return to the military service. This man likes huge guns. He's about to see one. Ooh. Disgusting. Dead. Sure. There we go. Oh. Hello.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff?
No.
You've been clicking around for quite a while.
No, my hands are fine.
You have the fortitude to keep on with the grind until the very end.
Yes, ma'am.
Must be why fate chose you instead of all the other candidates. Lost souls.
Thanks. Whoa! Sorry. Thanks for caring?
No problem. It wasn't that easy getting you here. To the office, where you belong.
We might have to listen to her another day.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights.
Okay.
I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
Oh, sorry. And the results so far?
This array of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone.
Suppose he's not
In
wrong.
fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome.
Oh?
It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Sounds accurate so
They
far.
exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies
I am yawning a
form,
lot, I am so sorry.
or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing. It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar. Copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions, while the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive ever.
Could we help them experience these things?
But why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it...
Does it make a sound?
Good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
I agree with everything. Now, can I also get a daily review?
Fine, let me gather the files. I certainly put them somewhere. Here. Oh, yes, you absolutely did everything correct today. Such meticulous profile work. Happy?
Yes, very pleased.
Sometimes I do not comprehend you at all. Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night, Grim.
Good night, soon to be fate. I mean, fate.
Mighty, 'tis an utmost pleasure to see you again.
It is a pleasure to see you too, handsome. Now give me the tentacle.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Look at me go! The great old one. Extra slimy. Pigments, pop art, skin, yard. Let's go with the great old one. And Stone Cold Classic. For that is our lives now. Important. World leaders have decided to start an all-out war, Grim. We have to do some cleaning up soon, but before we do that, there's still work to be done. 4 of the 5 humans have to die. Let's see, this truck driver. You can die. Well, unfortunately, I prefer a game designer over... because I don't have the thing. So, I'm sorry, Ms. Rufa. I've committed atrocities against my kind. That is okay.
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? No.
I really don't care either way.
You are a peculiar death. I will give you that. Such apathy. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
Great.
Not much else to say. Go on, get back to work. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Alright. Money!
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Thank you, sir. We're going to get this Obliterator.
This tale is beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the wild wastes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
If you guys play this game for yourself, I recommend getting at least one of the erasers. Especially nearing the end here, because if you get indecisive on a particular day coming up, then you can actually abort what run you're doing. What ho, Grim, total pandemonium has broken out. There is not a single recognized leader of state remaining on the planet. Everyone is everyone else's enemy. 6 humans have to die today. Steel yourself. Let's see, a diplomat. A surgeon. So we're gonna kill the 3 that are absolutely certainly going to die in my eyes. You can die for 4. You will die for 5. Then do we go with the hacker? Or the surgeon? Philanthropist? You know what? I got compelled to draw Uwu on that one. We'll let the Uwu decide. Oh.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Soon, the beast
Oops.
and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
The wyvern?
Yes,
I knew
it
it.
doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learned the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Gotcha.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
Okay.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
I prefer conventional narratives.
Grand, yes. There is a reason it has persevered for so long. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead? Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Cosmopolis City pummeled to ruins after the invasion. A forever war fought with state-of-the-art armaments developed by Phaeton Arms. A shining monument to avarice and ignorance. One can only be impressed by the innovative solutions crafted by Mohabborg. Death with such efficiency. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly? To the letter?
Maybe? I don't know. It's unclear.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
Can't afford what I want, so we're just gonna go back up. Instructions. 2 humans have to die today. I've never seen humanity so unified in a single cause, exterminating itself. It has a somber beauty to it. Not the unification one would expect. We should probably realistically let the Gravedigger live. Goodbye.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds?
He's properly spiraling out of control.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to Seems a terrible power, yes?
Yes.
Never before seen destructive ordnance sold to, I would say, the highest bidder. But in truth, it seems to be to everyone. So many casualties.
Yes. So many.
My. It truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Maybe I can still find a way.
Seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
He's right. There's literally nothing we can do anymore. Even if we were to save everyone for the next 2 days, literally nothing can come of it. Apocalypse now. Unbeknownst to them, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normalcy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. The few remaining humans have to die. Happy end. Orders are orders.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
We both know this is not
Yeah,
true.
wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next?
You're the chatty one, so tell me how to fix
Too
it.
late, unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation.
We
Hop over
could.
to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
Alright, I'll just press my universal undo
If
button.
such a button existed, it'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Fine. That's fine.
Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destructive apathy. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
Goodbye, voices in my head. This was a lovely run.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
No. Nothing left.
The last day beckons. Whatever will it bring? The final fiery stages of the global war. When all else fails, a torrent of thermonuclear warheads. Every type imaginable, set to rain down on whoever is left. Ordnance never seems to run out before people do. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
How did I screw up so badly?
Maybe the answers lie in the book, yes? Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
What ho, mighty! At last we meet here, the finest tavern in all the lands. Ye know, I'm reminded of the time me and me crew were sailing around the Cape of Ill Omen,
Actually, I want to ask a few
and
questions.
corresponding to the name, a mighty storm were a brewing right on the horizon.
Okay.
Shook our ship to and fro. Many of me mates swept into the icy depths of the unforgiving ocean. Aye, the sea's a cruel mistress, no ways about it. A sudden,
I love it.
we're struck upon by the dread Corsair Darius Greybeard, me nemesis. One of many, truthfully. A furious battle Cannons blasted. Full broadside. Heavy damage dealt to me faithful ship. Soon Darius and I engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Stab. Slash. The Greybeard, cloven it in twain,
Ooh.
along with his head. Ransacked the rival craft and set it ablaze. 'Tis the finale of many a pirate's out there, you know. Less glamorous than one may expect.
Can I tell you a story?
Absolutely, ye scallywag. Old Mortimer's always willing to hear tales of glorious exploits.
See, I woke up one morning. Searching for an old abandoned harbor. Suddenly I smelled ash and decay. That moment, I found myself face to face with a handsome stranger. They winked at me in an alluring manner. So I thought, how did I'm not sure where this is going. And that is why I'm here today.
I see. 'Twas a most remarkable tale. A marvelous memoir. A fabulous fable. In return, I offer ye a gift. This here contraption's called a phantasmalizer. Use it to measure the many spirits ye have imbued into your gullet. Handy after any visit to the tavern. 'Twas a great pleasure to have your attention. Time to head back to me emporium. Commerce awaits.
Aye. So. Why, hello, my dear.
If it isn't my good pal Grimoire. Heck, has it already been a month? Feels like you just got here a couple hours ago.
True.
Word is, you've caused a huge mess out there in the world.
Unfortunately.
Things like burning, drowning, dying, all at once. Thought you had it locked down.
I did what I could.
Suppose you'll just have to live with it then. A ruin on your hands, the office disgraced. I don't think there's a redemption arc out of this one.
I could just start again.
We all have regrets we wish we could reset. Unfortunately, I think yours has immeasurable implications. I wonder what's going to happen with the office now that you've got very little left to do.
Corporate restructuring?
You betcha. Might be time to get that last drink, huh?
Yeah.
What's your poison?
Let's do the usual.
Borehole coming right up.
Borehole tastes as before. Smooth rolling waves, harmonious interplays, and places of alabaster. Feels a bit less special this time around, although it's still delectable.
Sure. What's your poison?
Just plain alcohol.
Beer then? I've got a golden Corvette. It's a lager.
Alright. A sourness dominates the taste that lingers far into the aftertaste. Yet the drink also feels too watery. It lacks an expected richness and smoothness. All in all, a pretty cheap experience.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Goodbye for the last time, my dear. And with what little money we have left, we will save it all for the next run. Today's the final day. We've come to the end at last. Last human must die. One last living entity, stumbling across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. Goodbye, Park Junhoo. Fate has turned against you.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Death, of course.
As is appropriate. No need to prolong the suffering of the last one. We are not cruel, after all.
Take it you were behind all of it somehow?
That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit. But
I
why,
see.
you ask?
But why?
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence, these humans, the endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape, that we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, no need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
I was your trusted
And
minion.
performed admirably. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Mankind succumbing to its innate flaws. Nations divided. Humanity wiped out. She powerlessly waits to fade away.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
New chance. The end. Maybe this is the end of us.